base class, such as the ranger, or not the ranger, the rogue would be a good multi-class.
Yes.
I could just double in my level 1 ranger. Totally. Oh yeah, the rogue. Yeah, I was looking into the rogue actually, though. That was actually I actually played as rogue once.
Yeah, rogue would be cool, being able to be do stealthy stuff and shoot bows and whatnot.
Yeah, I can pretty much instant kill anything that doesn't know I'm there.
Yeah.
That's last time I tried rogue. Like I just annihilated like a high level enemy just by killing him behind the back, like a Sekiro stealth kill.
That's what rogues do.
Alrighty, so it is recording. We are recording now. So, as I was saying, you previously traveled on a sky island controlled by Zephyros, and you guys were attacked by some dwarves and a silver dragon, and Zephyros proceeded to not only destroy the dragon, but convinced one guy to just walk off of a sky island. It was pretty crazy, actually. You guys travel for 11 days. You also intimidated some cultists to just up and leave and decide not to bother with what they were going to do, whatever they were going to do. And after resting, you guys finally feel rested up and level 5 in your soul. Somehow you guys, you feel like, you're like, oh yeah, I feel like I'm level 5 now.
Very meta.
Yeah. Alright, so Zephyros stops the cloud and proceeds to create the staircase of clouds that leads you down, and you are... Let's see what maps we've got for you guys here. You guys are just southwest of Bryn Shander. Actually, I would say you're a little bit west, so that you could equally go to either the north gate or the southwest gate of Bryn Shander. And Bryn Shander is the largest of the 10 settlements known collectively as 10 Towns, located in the frigid heart of Icewind Dale. Here, caravans from the south converge with traders across from Icewind Dale to swap goods and rumors. Fishers, trappers, furriers, and sellswords rub elbows in the town's taprooms, and gruff dwarves, wide-eyed travelers, and skulking ne'er-do-wells wander in the streets. Merchants from the south trade dyes, hardwood, dried herbs and spices, textiles, fruits, wines, and other commodities for scrimshaw and other items made from the bones of the barehead trout that populate the region's rivers and lakes. The town is situated atop a hill on the mountain known as Kelvin's Cairn. It's a major landmark of Icewind Dale, known for actually, I don't want to talk about that. I'm gonna skip to the next part. From its windswept perch, Bryn Shander has a commanding view of the surrounding tundra, and an attacking force must climb the barren hillside under fire from archers before it can assault the outer wall. The circular wall that surrounds Bryn Shander stands 30 feet high and is made of tight-fitting stone blocks. Defenders stand atop a planked walkway that hugs the interior of the wall. Spaced along the wall are stone watchtowers wherein guards can take shelter during blizzards and warm their hands and feet by iron stoves. The The buildings inside of Bryn Shander are plain wooden structures with pitched rooftops to keep snow from settling on them. Clouds of white smoke issue forth day and night from the stone chimneys and the holes in rooftops. Each community in 10 towns has an elected speaker who leads the residents and represents their interests. The current speaker of Bryn Shander is Duvessa Shane. She has appointed Markham Southwell as her sheriff, making him responsible for training the town's militia and keeping the peace. You guys, just somehow know all this information already.
We'll just assume we talked to some people as we walked around, got some information.
It was mostly, Beck and Daggerford you've heard about up north. And Bryn Shander is a notably large town, so you probably have all heard of it and known about it. Once my page loads, I can switch you guys over to a better map. But Roll20 doesn't like to be nice whenever I'm running in 2 screens, so I have the player view as well as my view, and it does not like it. Ironically, it says critically hitting for the loading text.
That's pretty funny.
So yeah, basically this place is a nice sized town that's enclosed in a wall in the middle of the snowy tundra. There's a gate in the north, there's a gate in the southwest, and there's a gate to the east. Nice. Okay, buds. Yes. So, you guys say your goodbyes to Zephyros and descend down the stairs, and as soon as you get to the bottom of the stairs, he departs, and the clouds kind of dissipate. It's probably gonna be. I need to turn off the fog of war. We don't need that at all on this map.
Whoa, so somehow dark in here out of the sudden.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's what I was joking about. Like, we're suddenly in a cave. How'd we get here?
The wide open outside. Who turned off the sun? Is Zequin on top of someone? Is that the familiar? Yeah, Zequin's on top of somebody.
Is this the dynamic lighting?
Yeah, I'm trying to turn it off.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Looks really cool. Yeah.
Try moving yourself around in there.
Oh, I just realized I loaded the cave for you guys.
We've been joking about that for a while.
Oh, yeah. Alright, there we
Suddenly
go.
it makes sense.
Suddenly, everything makes so much more sense.
Whoa, it's Bossing Say.
Like frosting, say.
Give or take a few walls.
Looks like they made Bryn Shander great again.
Alrighty. Let's make a little token. Or I guess I can.
You could just do like a little party token, or you could just like draw a circle and not even use a token and just move a colored circle around.
Yeah, I'll just
Might
do
be
that.
easy.
Yeah, I'll just draw a little something. Bam. There you go. That's the party. You guys look
Works.
awesome.
We're a green dot.
You are a green dot. You're up. You must have rolled high in your observation skill there.
A mighty green dot.
Okay, green dot. Move, please. It's not letting me select it.
You've stained the world.
I kind of feel like I have.
It's okay, you can green screen it out.
Haha.
It would just be a hole.
No, I had to zoom in apparently. Alright, so do you guys want to go in through the north gate or the southwest gate?
I'm impartial. Whichever one would be closest to. I don't know. Do we know where the person is at all?
You don't. None of you have ever actually been to Bryn Shander.
The one we're
Whatever's
closest to, I
closest.
guess. Yeah.
Oh, roll the dice. There you go.
That's my vote.
To the north. And the group travels to the north gate. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay, so the town has 3 sets of 15 high hinged wooden gates, dubbed North Gate, East Gate, and Southwest Gate. Two 30-foot tall cylindrical stone towers flank each gate and watch over one of the trails that lead to and from the town. The trail from the North Gate travels a few miles north of the village. The trail east leads away the east and southwest to its appropriate direction. The gates are open, and you do notice that like someone's leaning against the wall at like the gate, kind of looking like a checkpoint guy.
Hail and well met? Question mark.
Say again?
I said hail and well met. Guy guarding the gate.
He looks over and he goes, "Oh, travelers! How are you? What can I do for you?"
I'm gonna ask him, have you seen the guy that we're looking for? What's his name again?
It's in your quest log on Obsidian Portal if you can't remember.
I like how you walked up to a guy on a gate like, have you seen the guy I'm looking for?
That's not what I wanted to say. Okay. Come on, load. Quest tracker.
Dear gentlemen, where is the man?
Have you seen this guy? He looks like a man.
I'm on the quest for the perfect sandwich.
The Holy Grail.
This is it. Nope, this isn't it.
The Holy Grail.
Perfect manwich. Manwich is so good. Does anyone know the guy's name? Or do you...
I think all of us are in the process of trying to remember.
I know we got the quest from Morak, but I don't remember the guy's name.
Restore the ordning. Enemy the Allfather, giant. Alright, that does not say it.
Oh. He goes, oh. Markham Southwell, huh? Oh, you're looking to see the mayor. Oh, what business do you have with him? He's a busy man.
We have urgent news.
It probably makes sense because I napped the whole entire session and I'm groggy as hell. I think it makes sense. I'd probably think like that.
You have bad news. What? What's happened? Do I need to be under alert? And he kind of like stands up abruptly.
I think it'd be best if we went to the mayor ourselves before we tell anyone else.
He goes, my name is...
Chicka Slim Shady.
Slicka.
I want to
Slim
try to walk
Shady,
past him.
actually.
I'm just gonna go through the gate.
Oh god, my caps lock was on. He goes, my name is Ogric Brighthelm, and no one sees the mayor before going through me. Now, what can I say this is pertaining to?
Dude, you just guard a gate, don't you? Are we barred from being allowed in, or what's that about?
I am actually the sheriff's deputy.
History check to see where the military of this particular city.
Can I insight check to see if he's bullshitting us?
You guys can both make your rolls. Absolutely. Even with that low, you'll know that they actually just have their own little police force inside of here. Kind of like a western town. There's a sheriff and a sheriff's deputy and a few other cops. And you, Zervan, will know that he's being 100% earnest. He absolutely is the sheriff's deputy, and he is trying to just do his job.
Mr. Brighthelm, I apologize, but we cannot tell you the matter of business of which we have come to tell the mayor. I will tell you, however, it is a matter of family, and I don't know that your mayor would like to talk to you personally about this since you are just the sheriff.
Okay, 1 second.
Can I see if I can roll a stealth check to get past this guy while he talks to everyone?
You would have to succeed a very high roll, and you would probably fail it. He's going to actually just roll an insight check on... he's just going to roll an insight check on Willow real quick.
But aren't I telling the truth?
But does he believe you?
Oh, he doesn't know.
Okay, he believes that it's earnest. And he's like, okay, I will escort you to the mayor's building.
Thank you kindly.
No.
Please understand that inside of Bryn Shander, we do not allow free use of arms. Please keep them remain sheathed. And other than that, I am very happy to meet you. And just if you need any assistance with anything, please do not feel any hesitation to contact me. And if you're craving a warm drink, I would recommend Firebeard's Fire Brandy, sold only at Kelvin's Comfort. I will write that down for you.
Oh yeah, I
What do you
owe
like, the sheriff and the
Nanto
mascot?
a drink.
What's up?
So, what are you, the sheriff and the mascot?
He goes, no, but in this type of cold area, it's nice to have a nice drink to warm your belly. He definitely seems like he is opening up to you guys and whatnot after his insight check.
Alright, take the hospitality.
Keep typing in the wrong window. There we go. Alright, and let's see, what else does he have to tell you? He doesn't really have anything else to tell you. Alright, so he takes you to the town hall. Bryn Shander's town hall is the largest building that borders the center square. So, let's see where that is on the map and move you guys over there.
Is it that one?
Oh, you might be correct.
Or is it
No.
that one?
You were close.
Oh, just a little bit east.
Oops.
That one.
Seriously? It just won't let me interact with this stupid orb thing.
Or
The orb of power.
Alright, so it says it's right here. So maybe it's this building right here. Ding.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it doesn't wholly matter all that much.
Alright, so yeah, 2-6, that's the right one. Alright, so the hall, it's usually reserved for community feasts and gatherings on various holy days and other notable events. In the hall, we will also occasionally accommodate refugees from neighboring settlements in times of emergency. If you head on in, to the back of the hall is a short flight of stone steps that lead down to a sunken cellar with walls of frozen, hard, packed earth. If you follow down that cellar, you will find Markham somewhere in there. His name is Markham Southwell.
I meant his brother who passed away.
Oh, it is Seamile Southwell.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, so yeah, he explains, like, just head in, and Markham is usually found in the cellar. Let me see if I have a map for that. I don't think so. Doesn't.
To keep the mayor in the cellar?
No, he's working in the cellar.
That's an odd place for him to work. For a mayor.
He's got a lot of work to do, man. This ain't no, like, fake mayor bullshit. He's a real mayor.
Good.
Alright, so who's heading in there first? I'm gonna try
I will.
I'll go in, yeah.
I want to head in there.
Alright, so the three of you, I guess everyone's gonna head in. I'd rather not split everyone up. Okay. So, it would usually be like either you go in or you wait outside kind of deal. Who's gonna kind of take the lead?
I will. I don't mind.
Okay. Yeah, I figure of everyone, you're probably the face of the group.
Fair. I think the only one with charisma. But that being said, I'm not gonna do all the talking. I would actually rather other people talk and fail. It's more entertaining.
Yeah, totally. So, you walk on in, and he's kind of like shuffling through papers down in the cellar. Can you
quick
beer me a
reminder: his
slice?
name is Markham Southwell. Or no, that's the guard. Excuse me, Mr. Southwell. If you're not too busy, we would appreciate a moment of your time. We've got something to tell you.
And Markham turns around and goes, yes, my name is Markham Southwell, and I am indeed the mayor. May I ask what this is in regards to and who you are?
So Derek the human has a terrible memory when it comes to names and forgot the name of the town we came from. But I say, well, Mr. Southwell, we just came from that town name. Nightstone, that's right. That's right. Mr. Southwell, we just came from Southwell. It was a bit of a Nightstone. Yeah, God, Jesus, I'm bad. We just came from Nightstone, and we have some unfortunate news for you.
Oh God, what's happened to Seamile?
Well, the town was behest by Skyrocks, as they call, and the gem in the middle of the city was taken, and I am the unfortunate one who has to tell you of the news of your brother's passing.
Are you sure it's my brother?
Morak told us so, yes.
Interesting. It's unfortunate you weren't able to bring the body or anything. Oh. You have his pocket watch?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, we did secure that for you. Obviously, given the long travel, I didn't think it would be wise to carry a body for 30 days. I'm sure you'd imagine that's not the most, sanitary thing to do.
Because you're absolutely right. I wasn't thinking right, and I'm feeling a little off from hearing of my brother's news.
I would like to say he was interred properly, and he has been. We held a ceremony for him.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, you do have the pocket watch, Zigwin. Well, one of you guys does.
Yeah, so
and he goes, is there anything that I can help you with now that you're in this village before leaving south?
that comes to mind. Do you know have you heard of sky giants or know of them, or giants in particular, for that matter?
I heard of a village that was recently attacked by frost giants, not sky giants. But yes, I have heard of sky giants.
Interesting. Frost giants, you say? There seems to be some dissent among the groups. Where is this village that was attacked? Maybe we can provide aid to them as well.
I'll have to get back to you on that information and let you know. I'm not sure off the top of my head.
Otherwise, is there any sort of things that have been going on, any sort of trouble here that maybe you don't want to devote your guards to, or that maybe you don't want to the guards aren't aware of that we could assist with?
I'm not sure about helping with the guards, but I do know of a few people that you can maybe go visit and see if they need any assistance. A town like this very rarely gets travelers that are helpful. Most are just looking for shelter. Interesting. A civil war between giants. Who would have thought in my day and age?
Yeah, apparently they've got some issues going on.
No, I haven't had any issues with any frost giants here, but you never know. Who knows what those monsters think?
Geographically speaking, not to him, but to the GM, we came from the north, and as we went farther south, it got colder, or reverse. I'm not sure how this fantasy world works.
I actually put a map on Obsidian Portal of where you went. You actually went. You guys were pretty far south, and you went very north.
Okay, so it would be probably a safe assumption that the frost giants are at least not to the south, I would imagine.
Yeah, well, that wouldn't make very much sense with the lack of frost and stuff.
Have you heard of the Nightstone at Nightstone? Or the gem that's there? And do you know of any others that exist?
Let me see if he actually knows anything about that. I don't think he does, though.
There's no sort of crystal underneath this town, is it? Is there?
He goes, no, there is no rocks or crystals here.
Probably for the best.
No.
I'll just say if I tell them about how the Giants if the Giants just want to throw shit down just so they can please their gods, and you never know, this might be one of the places that happened at Nightstone. Might happen here. I hope you like raining rocks.
I don't believe that we have anything of worth in this town.
Well, neither did the people at Nightstone.
Well, they had the gem. That's the reason they attacked the town. If there's none here, I can't imagine this town would be next. If they're intelligent enough to know of a stone underneath the city, then they probably know which cities have them, and those are the ones that are in danger, I imagine.
Yeah.
Do you have any sort of library or learned persons anywhere within the city? Because it's true that Nightstone did harbor a specific crystal that the giants seemed to covet. It'd be good to know if there's any other crystals like it anywhere else.
Unfortunately, we don't. We have a place of worship where you might be able to learn something from the priest. I know that the priest's faithful friend, Sirac. Can we spell that? If I write the names down, they're usually important to remember, so maybe take a note or something. You could also try to speak to our speaker.
What is a speaker? I say in character.
They're an elected person to speak on behalf of the town, or it doesn't say what elected speakers are, to be perfectly fair.
That's fair. While we walked into town, is that little center area that we walked through, was that like the bazaar / selling area, or did we see any sort of like merchant row, any kind of deal like that? Out of curiosity.
That was indeed the marketplace.
Noted.
Yeah. So he recommends possibly going to talk to the speaker, Duvessa Shane. Yes, that is correct, Zigwin. He recommends speaking with Beldora in the marketplace.
Well, turning back to the group, that being said, I guess we should go talk to them and or shopping.
And he's like,
Really quick,
If you want.
who was Sirac of Suzette?
that is the friend of the priest, who has traveled around a lot of places and might know information. But you'll be going to the House of the Triad, which is the temple, the house of worship. And then the last person that they recommend is Sir Barrick. Not Dondarian. Nyleth. And Barrick Nyleth can be found at Kelvin's Comfort, the tavern, and I will mark where those locations are for you. Yeah, Zervan, you guys all got 250.
I'd actually like to join you on that, Zig. I've got some armor I'd like to trade out as well. Which, that being said, I think this is the first time you realize that I've been wearing chain armor under my robes the whole time.
Okay, so
I'm also going to go shopping, but I want to go shopping by myself.
I thought we already did all the shopping.
It's up to you guys. If you want to roleplay some of it, you totally can.
I figured I'd roleplay a little bit of it, at least. That being said, Willow, have you cashed up all the random items as a amount? Because we would be able to sell it all in town now.
Yes, if you look in No DM Allowed on Discord, I want to say the last message actually says what split everything.
Make sure to pin messages. That's a good way to keep track of that stuff too.
Okay, so
I can also make like an armory section on Obsidian Portal, and you can put in how much gold you have or whatever, and treasure, all your treasure and stuff. Try to think of the best way to do that. Alright, so B5 is... Are you guys seeing like the B4 and the B5 and whatnot?
B4, B5. Where is that?
On the map? No.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, now I am.
Here's B8. Alright. So you already met, and the sheriff's deputy, he went back. He went back to, actually, he went to the southern gate. Oops. Yeah, okay, so he's right there. He went back down to the gate. You should be able to see him now, too. And as you see these people, they'll start showing up on the map, so you can, like, you'll be able to see them. I'll make so you can see their names as well.
You also said that selling items is half their cost, right?
Selling, yeah, used equipment is half of their normal cost.
Okay. For town and selling stuff, do you want to just go down a list of each person handles their things and then move on to the next person to expedite things?
I know some of you already did that. Some of you guys already took care of the shopping. But yeah, we can take this time now. Let's say you guys head over to the shopping center after wrapping up your conversation, and we'll mix in a little bit of a break here and whatnot. But those of you who haven't done shopping, take care of your shopping real quick. If you want to roleplay some of it, feel free to let me know, and we can roleplay some. But it's not necessary. I know
What's
it's
in
gonna
a shop to sell, or what's in a shop to buy as well?
So if you go to your player's handbook, it'll list like items that normal shops would have. I'm gonna say that actually, it's the player's handbook, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I have it.
I'll open mine up.
Yeah, I would be down to actually role playing that.
Same here.
Given that I'm a charisma based character, I feel like I could maybe talk some prices down, possibly.
Okay. Let's see.
Well, there's armor, there's weapons, and then there's just goods.
So anything in, they have all the stuff that's located in the equipment section that is under the price of I'm gonna say
I would imagine they would have everything that's just not magic armor, yeah, or magic equipment.
yeah, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, they'll have everything. They probably won't have any plate armor.
Oh, so they don't have any like weapons or?
Oh yeah,
Just-
they totally do. They totally have weapons.
Oh, they got weapons. All right.
They do have breastplate, right?
Breastplate?
It's a medium armor.
Yeah, they totally have that. They even have half plate.
Going with Zigwin, I will go. I'll lead the way to a what what I would assume seems to be an armor,
Okay.
if that's alright.
Let me pull up some music real quick. Let me see if we got any like town music. Yeah, that'll work.
Actually, wonder what the difference between the scimitar and the short sword would be. They have the same damage output.
Then they would be the same.
Yeah.
It'd be just flavor.
Is a touch loud, by the way.
I'm trying to turn it down, but I started another one at the same time. Actually, I didn't like it very much.
Yeah, but the difference between scimitars and short swords is just aesthetic, really. That's the only difference, actually. And scimitars are more expensive.
They just look cool. Alright.
There we go. That's nice music. Is it too loud?
No, this is...
That's good. And I like it.
Oh, you're unable to pin a message?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm just not able to do it or if I'm doing it incorrectly or what.
Let me check the permissions on the channel.
Wonder... There's caltrops.
That's not one of the permissions I can choose.
Sorry, friend.
So
Oh yeah, one slashing, one piercing.
If you right click, then nothing happens. Or what are the options when you right click?
When I right click on the message, it says, oh, hold on. It says add reaction, edit message, and delete message.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah.
I actually want to buy some caltrops.
Alright, well, so let's handle this one at a time. I think that Zervan said that, him and Zigwin were gonna walk over there first. So.
Yeah, but when I get there, I want to get the caltrops. That's just what I'm saying. I'm thinking about
that's cool. Yeah, you can get whatever you can reasonably afford. Just take away from your gold count.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
So let's see. All right. So the marketplace is a roughly circular shape in the center of town, where local and foreign traders sell their wares. Tents and covered wagons provide some shelter against the cold wind, but not much. In a few places, campfires, the people huddle around them, crackle and smoke. As you're walking around, Zervan and Zigwin, give me a perception roll. Zigwin, okay. You notice a heavily bundled figure who's loitering around the market square. And she looks like she's wearing clothes that's a little bit too big for her, but you can definitely tell that's a woman.
Well, do we see a stall that appears to have armor and the like?
Oh, totally. Zigwin, as you keep an eye on her, you notice that she's kind of just like keeping to herself. You can tell that she, every once in a while, the only thing that you ever notice her do is she'll get up and like walk over to someone's campfire and help relight it if it's starting to die out, and they'll give her a couple coins. And other than that, she goes back to like just like either meandering around or just loitering. Zervan, you go up to a man who is in like big bundled clothes, and he kind of like does a heartily chuckle and is like, "Ho! What do we have here? You're not from around this area."
Definitely not. I'm taking in the sights, and me and my friend here would like to armor sells better for the wilds. I'm hoping you can help us out with.
Oh, well, absolutely. What are you looking for in particular? Armor? Weapons? Equipment? Goods?
I definitely fancy myself a nice breastplate, and my friend here would like. I'm not sure what type of armor you're looking for, but I'll let you tell me that. She would like a set of splint mail if possible, and I would fancy myself a breastplate.
He goes, "One second, let me check my inventory and see what I've got." What did you say you were looking for, sir?
A breastplate and splint mail.
Alright, well the breastplate, that'll be 550 gold.
550, you say?
Yes.
And how much for the splint mail?
Oh, the low price of 300 gold. And you can kind of see like a little smirk in his, like he gives up like a slight smirk.
Turning to Zigwin, yeah, he's definitely trying to give us a run around here. How do you want to go about this? Because I could have some words. Good sir, you're not trying to overcharge a man of the cloth, are you? Because that's definitely frowned upon.
Oh, no sir, but to be fair, most men wear cloth.
Not a religious sort, are you?
What does religion have to do with buying my wares?
Well, it has to do with the fact that you're definitely trying to swindle me for starters, and second, you're going to allow a person of my stature out into the wilds ill-equipped due to your upcharging.
Good sir, I am but a humble servant of the man who is trying to provide goods so you can survive in this extreme wilderness. Yes, fine, fine. 450 for the breastplate.
How about 550 for the lot?
$625.
I'm gonna sternly say 550 again and add this into it. Not a great one.
He tired. Alright, he goes, fine, 550. But I want that old armor you're wearing.
Out of game, kind of in game. I don't think he would see that I'm wearing armor.
Then he would say that to the girl. Or to Zigwin. The girl. Yeah, he might be.
$550 now for the armor. We will come back and give you her armor for an additional 15.
He's like, just give me 550 now and leave me alone. He wants to smell those shoulder pads. Alright, let's keep it like PG-13 in here.
I mean, that works, I guess. It's the middle of a crowded town, but you do you, girl.
Oh boy, I can't wait till I roleplay with this marketplace.
That being said, after the fact, before we finish the whole endeavor, I would like to find a bathroom of some sort or somewhere private, change out my armor, then come back and sell him my old chainmail.
Okay. You come back and you try to sell it, and you're only gonna get a quarter of what it's worth.
I'm actually intended to find a different person to sell it to.
God, this is where I want luck. I want a luck roll.
Do you want me to roll a perception to find another one?
Yes. Yeah, that'll be fine.
So, as a GM side, what I do a lot of the time when I want, like, a luck roll
Oh boy.
is just ask for, like in a system like D&D that doesn't have it, is just ask for, like, okay, the relevant skill roll and just decide what happens based on the actual value of the die and not, like, a modifier.
Yeah, no, you only see... That's the only vendor you see, and he's just eyeing you down the entire time.
I'm just gonna fold my chainmail shirt up and leave it in my bag then, in that case.
Did you guys hear any of that?
No, I did not.
I said he just sees him walking around with this chain shirt in his hand. He steps outside, is trying to start smoking a cigarette, wait for him to come up to him when he realizes there's nobody else to sell it to. They always come back to Tony's.
Alright, so does anyone else want to roleplay?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so what kind of store are you going to?
Well, first I want to get some caltrops.
Okay, so you go to actually, there is a different vendor, despite the low perception roll by Zervan, but you go over to a different vendor who's got the caltrops. He's like, Actually, it's a woman. She's like, "Oh, good day to you. You have need for gear?"
What's something that can hurt your enemy's feet if they come at you?
Oh well, you could buy these caltrops, or you could get some glass bottles and throw that on the ground, I guess. What a strange question. Why would you not just impale your enemies with a weapon?
Well, what is a situation where if they try to come at me from a distance, they're gonna pay for it.
Well, caltrops will definitely help you. Say, I've never seen a tiefling before. Do you guys really have tails?
Not everyone.
Do you have a tail? I'm sorry if that's an intrusive question.
Actually, I haven't thought of this before for my character. I'll just say I do. Yeah, I do. I got a tail. So, how much for caltrops?
She goes, "Oh, it's this much. Whatever the normal price is."
It's actually 1 gold piece per 20,
Yeah,
and it comes in 20.
And it comes in what?
It's bags of 1 gold piece for a set of 20.
Okay. Alright, so how many are you gonna buy?
I'll take 20 bags.
You're gonna take 20 bags?
Well, 20 sets of 20.
She goes, "I'm sorry, but I only have five bags right now."
Great, whatever you got.
And she's like, "Okay, that'll be 5 gold, please."
I'll give her the 5 gold.
I'm gonna go fridge this while I get a drink.
All right, I deducted my gold piece number.
And she goes, "Is there anything else I can help you for?"
Actually, I should probably get some armor. Is there a place for armor?
Oh, yeah, you can go check over by where. Hold on. You can go check that man over by Beldora. That stand has armor.
Actually, what does this woman look like? Actually,
Beldora?
Yeah.
Beldora is, she's like the homeless woman who's dressed in like rags pretty much, and she has boots that are much too big for her feet, and she's wearing like thick walrus gloves.
Alright. Well, I'll go check out the guy then.
And goes,
Yeah, I'll go.
"Oh, another traveler! What a great chance for business. How may I help you, devilish one?"
I would like a chain shirt.
Chain shirt, eh?
Yes.
Well, let me see my inventory, see if I have that. Oh, that'll be 100 gold.
$100 gold, you say? Alright, well, I want to see if I can intimidate him to lower it down.
Okay.
Skills. Alright, please make this work. Actually, what would I do? Host. D4?
Why do you add D4?
I cast guidance on him as he walked up to the armor. I noted it earlier.
Oh, nice. Very well done. Add D4 to that.
Oh, snap. Oh my gosh!
Jeez, you're gonna get it for less than 50 probably.
Alright, so act out how you're intimidating him.
So you wanna sell what costs 100, right? Well, I can give you 100, but tell me, how are you gonna spend that 100 after we make this transaction? I just like stare at him, like walk up closer to him, to his personal space.
He's like, I might buy food or something. I don't know. But he starts backing off, and he's like, what's your problem? Why are you getting all up close and personal?
100 sounds a little too much for me, don't you think?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. 45.
45 sounds like you're ripping me off too.
You have to roll another intimidation check to get past that one.
Alright, so he said 45. Actually, I gotta come. Alright, I'll say maybe 20 sounds good. Oh, whoops.
Even with a D4, that's not high enough. And he goes, no, 45. That's already a discount.
Yeah, it actually is a discount. Yeah. Alright, I'll give him. Yeah, I'll trade him my studded leather for a chain shirt. Alright, yeah, that's
and 45 gold.
Alright, let me do some editing here.
Okay. And that kind of handles all. That's good for you, right?
Well, as I say thank you, I just like walk away with the middle finger behind my back. I just flip him off as I walk away. I don't even say thank you. I just like. Well, I'm gonna go up to Whoa! I did not want to zoom in there. I just
Did you end up buying it? I missed it.
Yeah, I ended up buying it for 45.
That works. I was gonna say, not that he would have known it, but I could have just given him my old chain shirt.
Yeah, he
but
didn't
that's
know.
alright. Yeah, in character, he had no idea that I had armor, or I don't think anyone knows that I wear armor except for Zigwin now.
Yeah. Alright, so...
Yeah, I just flip him off.
Willow or Har, would either of you guys like to roleplay out your encounters with these shopkeepers?
I'm still looking up what I need, so go ahead with Har.
Okay.
I mean, most of my stuff's pretty straightforward. I just trading in all my stuff for the breastplate, but after that,
So you're
I
gonna
want
go to the armor?
Yeah.
Alright, and he sees you, and he notices, like, because you, like, do you wear anything from when you were in the military before?
I have a war banner around my neck as a flat, or like a war banner as a cape,
Oh,
and
yeah, so
I also have my proof of rank.
he, like, when you come up to him, he, like, he gives you a little, it's like a little copper coin, but it's like, I've made this for every soldier that I've seen, regardless of what country you're from. All soldiers are appreciated here.
Much obliged, friend. I'm just from a little town in the south called Thornbend, I think. Thornhold, yeah, just outside of, on, just on the coast.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just looking to unload some old gear and maybe a little coin. Just looking to get a breast.
You're looking for a breastplate?
I am.
350 gold. I offer a discount for military.
Well, that's mighty kind of you. I appreciate that.
And he's like, that coin, bring it back here another time, and I will offer special items for you.
Oh, thank you. I don't. I'm not worthy of such humble patronage. That being said, I am looking for something a little bit more specialized. Is there any silversmiths by chance anywhere in town?
Let's see. He goes, no, unfortunately, no silversmiths here. I've never been able to meet a silversmith before, actually. So.
Are there any jewelers or anyone who might be able to? Even a blacksmith. I'm just looking to get a small trinket.
Oh, well, we do have a. I do the town's blacksmithing as well.
Do you think you'd be able to scrounge me up a holy symbol of Tempest?
Oh, do you have the components for it?
I don't need anything super special. If you're not a specialized silversmith, I'll just take one made out of steel,
And he's like,
iron, whatever.
And he's like, he like rummages through some stuff, and he pulls out like this it's like a tungsten steel color kind of thing. And he's like, give me a week, and I will melt this down, and I will make it for you.
Much obliged. I don't think I actually caught your name, sir.
And he goes, my name is Dale
Gribble.
My name is Dale Gribble.
Really?
No? I mean, yeah. He doesn't have a name. This guy's not in the book.
Alright, putting down Dale Gribble of Bryn Shander. So you better remember.
Okay. Alright. I'll make sure to put him in the Obsidian portal.
Cool, because I'm definitely marking down the special
How do you want to spell his last name? Gribble?
Of course.
Okay. Okay. I've got it. And he's like, what's your name, good sir?
Oh, I'm Har. I'm Captain Har of Baldur's Gate. Been traveling around for a couple weeks now, trying to get out of the office, if you know what I mean. Been, as I rose the ranks, got a little
Har?
too stuffy. Less.
You said your name is Har? like one name, like the bard that was known as Cher?
Well, Har is my first name. My name is Har Shihram.
Oh, thank you. In my area, we usually give out full name.
Last name's kind of a mouthful. It's usually just easier to go by Har.
I bet the women love saying your name then.
That they did.
Well, I must get back to my work. I will make this amulet, and please check back in a week or so.
Fantastic. I look forward to seeing.
Thank you very much. And he actually like starts to close up his shop, until he's right before he sees Nanto approaching. Whenever she is ready. Oh, you do see a homeless person. You see a woman who is very clearly a haggard young homeless woman who's wearing boots that are like much too big for her feet and thick gloves and whatnot. Like I said, she kind of earned coin by helping to light people's fires when they were going out.
Oh, I actually did want to check for her.
Okay, so when Har finishes up and he heads over towards the homeless person, yes, Belladora. So Zigwin, Nanto, and Har kind of like all find themselves approaching the woman around the same time. So Nanto can take the lead with this. She kind of sees Har and Zigwin approaching. Maybe Zigwin catches up with Nanto and the two of them show up first and Har heads over.
I'm gonna kneel down beside her and ask how she's doing today.
She goes, oh, you know, just trying to stay warm. My name is Belladora. What is yours?
My name is Nanto. It's very nice to meet you.
Oh, it is. The pleasure is mine.
I'm gonna reach out and take her hand and her hands and start warming them up in between my arms.
She's like, you're very kind, and she like tries to offer you one of her coins.
No. Please, actually, I'd like to give you a few of mine if that's all right.
That's not necessary, ma'am, but thank you.
Of course, it'd be my pleasure, and I give her 5 gold pieces.
Okay. You do that. Her name is Beldora, Beldora.
Do you have anywhere to stay?
She's like, oh yes, the temple allows me to stay there during the nighttime.
And do you have warmer clothes?
And she's like, oh, well, do you not see me bundled? This is quite warm, I promise.
Do you not want any others?
Like, I've never thought of having more.
It's completely up to you. I have an extra sack, and I'd like to give that to you as well as some extra blankets, or possibly go buy you a coat or something of that nature.
She's like, a blanket would be excellent, actually. Nothing else would be required.
Okay, perfect. And I'll head off into the market to go get her a blanket to put in the sack. And I'm actually going to grab 2 blankets for her.
Okay. All right, so you give her blankets. Um,
How much will the blankets cost?
just like both of them together would be 1 gold, maybe.
Okay.
I was gonna say a blanket would probably be more like, if it's a cheap one, like 10 copper. Not 10
Yeah.
copper, like 10 sil, like 2 sil.
Yeah, I like 20 copper. Yeah, that I guess that's fair. I forgot about copper.
No. This is going to be high quality sheep skin, sheep
All right.
wool. I want the best of the best. So
All right,
1 gold is
one
fine.
gold. Yeah, we'll do 1 gold worth for the blankets. Oh, and she's like, yeah. Well, I just try not to walk around too much. Replying to Zigwin.
For reference, Willow, 5 gold in the D&D universe is actually quite a lot of money. For like a random person, that's like giving a homeless person $500 in our world.
And your point is?
Just no, not that that's a bad thing. I'm just clarifying.
You also have to remember that Nanto has been on a boat her entire life, doesn't really understand the use of money. Also, she's very innocent and naive, and she wants to help everybody. So, in my opinion, it wasn't even enough.
That's well said. All right. Does anyone want to talk to? Do either of you guys want to talk to Beldora anymore before Har talks to her as you guys walk away?
I think I'm good. I think I got what I wanted from the marketplace. I'm pretty happy I shafted a shafter
All right.
with this.
Let me reveal.
Which I didn't. I didn't do it alone. Yeah, Zerbon helped me there.
There's Beldora for you. Can you guys see the Beldora token on your screens?
When I zoom it in, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I can see her.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, so you guys... Oh, I should also reveal, Oh, jeez. Oh, no! I messed up the page.
Control Z.
And they kind of, like, back off and... Har, what did you want to talk to the woman? You're kind of alone with her now.
Zigwin and Anto leave. I want to go up to her.
Actually, before before they leave, Zigwin hands her enough gold and like mentions to her to get new boots, and she kind of like takes the gold and like does like a quick hug and then kind of like scampers off. She's like, "I'm getting new boots right away," and she kind of like topples over her boots a little bit as she's trying to run away, and she like runs over. Yeah. Yeah, she bumps into Har, so that's how they get their like alone time for a second.
Actually, just a question. That cantrip I have, Thaumaturgy, I wonder if I could have used it to assist with my intimidation. Because it does increase like the booming voice, and I imagine it might do so.
No, probably not. I mean, you might hurt him and like, but yeah, he probably wouldn't have got a better deal. Probably would have just gotten the guards called on you or something.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. I just wanted to know if it was possible.
She goes. She looks to. As she's like looking back, she goes, "Yes, yes, ma'am. Thank you for the money." And bumping into her, because she's looking back, replying to Zigwin. He says that, and she looks. She goes, I've gotten so much help today. I don't know what more I could ask." Can I get some of those airhead things? Sure. What's your name, sir? My name is Beldora.
I'll just chime in and say that my name is Captain Har, and that it'd be a pleasure to.
He goes, Captain? Oh. Are you military?
I did some time in Baldur's Gate.
Oh, that is quite a distance away.
It seems like forever, but the farther away, the better.
And she's like, excuse me. She walks into the storekeeping. She's like, can I get the best shoes you have available for my size? And he looks at her feet and kind of hooks her up with some really nice shoes and whatnot. And she pays for them. And she realizes that she actually still has a little bit of money left. And she's like, looks excited. She goes, yeah, sorry about that. So, Baldur's Gate to this. What are you looking for?
Funny you should mention it. Right now, I'm actually looking for a little information, and out of character, Har's actually going to pull out like a stack of 25 gold pieces. He's going to say, now, I'm no stranger to how things work in the cities. The officials and higher ups will all say that everything's fine, but I know the word really moves on the streets. Have you heard anything about anyone having any sort of troubles or any sort of giant attacks anywhere nearby? Anything out of the ordinary the last couple of weeks?
Give me a charisma roll. She goes, they have, I've heard rumors of people saying that they have seen giants on their expeditions to the mountains to the north, but none have attacked any cities around here.
Is there anything of particular interest in the mountains to the?
She goes, not that I know of, just that that's where people go hunting sometimes.
Okay, well, I appreciate your company and your forthrighteousness with this information, and I just hand her the stack of gold coins and walk away. You have a wonderful night. Get yourself up.
She's like, Thank you. And she's like, wait, you wouldn't happen to be with those women from before, would you? You all just seem a little too friendly. You don't seem like you're from here.
That's Southern hospitality.
Did anyone catch the fact that when John paused and said "she's like," and then there's a pause, and then there was a cow noise in the background of the sound?
I did notice the cow.
It was just like, and she looks at you and she's like, "Mm."
She like reaches for your hand and puts something in your hand, and you'll notice that looking at it, it's a little dog that's made of copper and tin, and it's like a clockwork dog. That when you wind up the key, the dog like walks a little bit.
That's awesome. I love it.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. It is a tiny clockwork dog made of copper and tin, along with a copper wind-up key. A character must use the key as an action to wind up the dog, after which it follows the character for 12 hours. After the duration, the clockwork dog stops until wound up again.
12 hours?
Yeah.
Jesus.
How big is it?
You can fit in your hand.
Alright, well, that's all I needed.
Okay.
From her, anyway.
Alright.
Oh, John, real quick. Was there anything, like anywhere that I could get the ingredients for the potion of healing?
Let's see.
For what it's worth, I was telling Willow that the way that generally works is since she's proficient with an herbalist kit, you generally take half the cost of potions in ingredient cost, but it takes like a few hours to make it usually.
Okay. Why did they need like 6 inns in this place?
I mean, it is a pretty huge town.
That's fair. There's an emporium that's a trade house that you could go to if you'd like. But there's nothing in the market house.
I was gonna say, so long as I can get the ingredients for the potion of healing, that's all I need.
Yeah, they're in the town somewhere. You'll have to go to them. So you kind of mentioned to the group, hey, I want to make sure to stop somewhere where I can get the stuff for making your potions. But let's figure out where you guys want to go to next. You guys kind of meet up after doing all of your shop stuff. And actually, before we get into that, I just noticed that it's 9:12. Let's take a quick 15-minute break. Everyone get a drink and go to the bathroom and whatnot. And we'll come back at 9:30 and start it off again.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm back.
was so good.
Oh my god, I'm sweating.
On your copy of the map, do you see the character or the NPCs' names?
They are super duper duper small.
But if you zoom in,
Yeah.
I did.
okay, cool. All right, I'll be right back.
Are we on a 5-minute or 10-minute break?
Yeah. We're gonna come back at 9:30, so 15 minutes.
All right, cool.
Breaks is such a good idea.
Yep, we shafted a shafter. That was such a high roll too.
That was a good roll.
I think it was like a 19.
I like making the pain in the ass shop cape.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah, he must have had a really high like AC or some check on that or something like that. Wouldn't that be like a DC save? Like probably charisma.
Yeah, generally they when you're doing stuff like that, it's like persuasion slash intimidation versus a charisma save.
Boy.
Yeah, because that is a very charisma based situation. But it was very high for me to actually have to roll 19 and a 4 and to be the only way to bypass it.
Time, boy.
Yeah, and my roll was terrible, which is just hilarious.
It's like, well, how are you going to spend that 100? Are you sure you're going to be able to spend it? There's a lot of ins. That must be a lot for a DM to keep track of.
It's a lot of with town stuff. It's a lot of unimportant knowledge that is mostly useless. But the biggest way to screw with DMs is make them come up with people names that they didn't. That's not in the book.
Oh yeah.
I.e. 99% of the town.
We have a person named B4. And A170. Sometimes, not all, but some DMs just like to improvise and see what situation works for the campaign. Because the campaign might not have the answer. There was this one campaign I was in. I think it was a Rise of Tiamat. I think it was a preset campaign, and this Cobalt he was holding the town hostage, and he said that like if any, I want one person to fight me or to challenge me, then I will let all these people go. And then apparently he's not supposed to be killed, but this one dragonborn monk we had in our group rolled a 20 and like knocked his head open or his head off. And like the whole story just like got like sequence broken. Like it was a huge sequence break, and like the DM had to like come up with ways to deal with that. Yeah, exactly. But this was like a preset campaign. This wasn't like something he initially made up beforehand.
That's why I've seen a lot of DMs say that if you're making your own campaign, you need to not plan like too much out. Make the world, but don't like plan what they're gonna do for the next 5 sessions. Plan out ideas and then just figure out what happens and go from there. Or play a railroaded campaign, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but your players have to understand that they're on tracks.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I feel like it is common knowledge that like you just give a game to anyone, even a video game, players just like to like meta or go higher. Try to beat it as the best ways possible. I think for a preset campaign that gave my DM trouble, if the character were to be killed, I think maybe they should have made the character like an extremely higher level, or just some force that wouldn't allow him to die if he's that important.
The Weed Boy approach of fifth.
Like, we actually never finished the campaign, but he said he was having a lot of trouble dealing with that situation. Actually, Captain and I were talking about how you can stop players from like going too far, like killing random innocent people in the town where, like, if we just decided to kill Meldora. So in the event of that, there would be guards coming in, and like there would be like level 20, like really high with amazing stats, or he would give us exhaustion. Or like mass suggestion. He told me that Zephyros had like mass suggestion that like if you were trying to attack him, he would tell you to walk off the castle or the tower, and then you would just fall off and die.
I think most DMs and players play with the assumption that their players aren't just going to be a random asshole and kill the whole town, or usually that gets them kicked out of the campaign.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
Thankfully, I've never played with a person like that, but if I ever did, I would be like, first I'd be like, well, now everyone's going to be against you. All the players are now going to kill you, and you're going to not be allowed here anymore.
I DM'd for a friend that actually would like to punch things, and I found ways to deal with that, but like I decided to actually design a campaign specifically to like forbid anyone or just give more consequences they don't like for being that random asshole. It can get really annoying though, to deal with those people. Like my character is chaotic evil, but he doesn't go around killing everything effort or just mindlessly killing everyone he sees.
Yeah, most people who are playing a character that has any semblance of, realism to them understand the fact that if you kill a random civilian for no reason, then you're going to go to jail, and most people don't want that.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
Even
we're able to get away with that by using illusion spells once.
I've been listening to you guys, but the way I like to think about it is, I care first and foremost about you guys having fun than about rules. And then rules are to make sure that it's balanced and that you guys can have a more thorough and enjoyable playing of the game. I kind of do a bit of railroading, but that's only when I need to get from point A to point B. But like right now, this is so sandboxed. If you guys said you want to go visit some place that wasn't one of the predetermined one, I can list all the places you can go. But it's mostly just like, what do you guys want to do? Certain events and things will happen, but that will be regardless of what you guys want to do. So it's a little sandbox, a little railroad. This campaign in general was described as a very sandboxy campaign, which I'm very cool with. I like the idea of it being kind of like Skyrim, where like you guys can go where you want to go. There will be times when you'll be presented with options on where you want to travel to, and having that option is really cool.
Yeah, looking the role playing so far, you just go in and see how you interact with some of the NPCs that may not like progress you to the linear main quest, but still.
Yeah, well, talking with NPCs, I think, is a super important part of an RPG. I think that you need to care about the towns that you're going to and having to deal with. You should learn the people's names. Maybe you're gonna have more than one encounter with these people. Like Har is gonna come back for the amulet, and so he's gonna have another encounter with this shopkeep, who I'm gonna have to make a token for and whatnot, and put his name on and whatnot.
Sounds like a character quest.
Yeah, that it totally is gonna be under his character quest, which is return in about a week for his finished holy symbol. Yeah. Also, I think we talked about it. For I'm sorry, I'm blanking. Jeddah, for your character, I thought we just we agreed on evil neutral, not chaotic evil, but neutral evil, wherein you do for the betterment of yourself. You care about yourself and profiting and whatnot. Because chaotic evil is more like
Kill every innocent person in the town.
you might not kill them, but you're right now going along with a goal for the betterment of someone, and that's not very chaotic evil to me. So neutral evil is way more how your character is going to be, or how you've been playing him so far.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, neutral.
Or, I'm sorry, chaotic neutral, not neutral evil. Yeah, chaotic neutral. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I was gonna say neutral is more of just I do me for me. Evil is more like I do heinous acts for just because.
I'm just on another plane right now, and chaotic neutral is definitely what I meant.
Like Lex Luthor is a really good example of a neutral character in fiction.
Yeah, Lex Luthor is he's a great one, because what he's doing is not necessarily horrible for everything, but it's definitely like for the betterment of himself.
Whereas the Joker would be chaotic evil, just doing shit just because.
Yeah, Lex is more just like, I'm gonna better myself, and I don't really care that other people exist.
Oh no, my hometown's destroyed. Oh great, where's your closest tavern for some nice beer?
Yeah. All right.
That's my guy.
So I know that Jeddah's there, and Zigwin's there, and Zurban. What about Nanto?
Yo, what up, what up?
Cool. Yeah. Jesus. I like how Will's just like, what? Yeah. Har, are you there?
Yeah, I just got back. I was reading through the chat.
Okay, cool. Alright, so,
That being said, gravy train.
yeah, gravy train. So Willow listed, where you guys can go, where you guys should go. There's mostly just some NPCs that he recommended you guys talk to. So
I wouldn't be opposed to leading the group or myself or whoever wants to come to the guy at the church place, the whatever religious sect it is.
All right. Well, we're just gonna say the party's staying together. So, all right. So, who was it that wanted to go to the market in the first place? Because, I just want to make sure everyone gets a chance to ask to go somewhere.
Oh, and since I've now zoomed in on these tokens, Markham Southwell definitely looks like he's played by Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, he's totally Sam L. Oh, here for the recording. Let me zoom in.
100%.
Zoom in. Yeah, he's awesome. And there's Beldora. And let's go southwest. Get a zoom in on there. I think I broke it, guys.
Soiled it.
It's not. It doesn't do anything.
Actually, where's Lima's character?
Alright, I'm gonna.
To my knowledge, I don't think she had anything she wanted to buy or anything like that. So she's just kind of, she's just there.
We'll handle that off. We'll handle that off screen essentially. We'll just assume that she came in and monked her way through and was like, "Peace be with you, and also with you."
But also, do you want to dance with me?
Oh yeah, there was probably dancing that was happening somewhere.
Also, I believe it was either Har or Zervan who wanted to go to the marketplace.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
well, does anyone have any opposition to going to the church?
No, I am going to cooperate and go to the church.
Alright, well, if you're gonna cooperate, then I know everyone else is going to. You're
Well,
like...
I was going to say I was going to go get some of that fire brandy, but
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I owe Nanto a drink.
That is correct.
the bar is closed until 6 p.m.
What time is it now?
Bitches.
They're going through a small drought, so they have to limit the intake. I don't know if that's actually true. I just made that up.
The
I
guy was
volunteer to
talking
water their
about beer
crops.
in the gate.
No, like a beer drought.
Never mind.
Guess we'll find another town.
No, it's not. It's not actually closed. There's just they can't sell liquor until 5 p.m. So you can get water and food, and milk and food and.
Alright. Well, I guess we may as well go to church anyway to kill time.
I don't know. What else? Juice, water, milk, juice, tea.
Alice said Nanto doesn't want alcohol.
Do they have tea in Faerun? I feel like they would have tea because tea is a pretty simple.
it's just leaf water.
Okay.
Hot leaf
Water?
juice.
Alright.
I
Let's
love-
just fire some water.
That's
I
what
know-
all my
alcohol.
coworkers. That's what all my coworkers call coffee. It's just hot bean juice.
I'm sorry. I'm waiting for this page to load. There we go. I was over at Brandon's earlier and I tried this Avatar: The Last Airbender game on Dreams. It was pretty interesting. Alright. So, someone let me know where exactly you guys want to go, because...
Church.
Church? Alright. Well, it's called the House
Church.
of the Triad. It's the place of worship. Before... Hey. I just moved the wrong thing. Oh no. This is bad.
Suddenly, a giant circle that has a B7 on it is moving around the marketplace.
Yeah, right? Alright, there we go. I need to put that on top. Alright, so you guys went down to B4. Oh, of course, now I can't touch that. And... excuse me. Bryn Shander's largest place of worship, the only one that truly deserves to be called a temple, is an impressive stone edifice built by the dwarves of Kelvin's Cairn. The House of the Triad stands about halfway between the southwest gate and the central market. It honors the three gods known as the Triad: Tyr, the god of justice; Torm, the god of courage, and Torm, the god of courage and self-sacrifice, and Ilmater, the god of endurance in the face of suffering. And don't worry about remembering this. I will throw this in the lore section of the wiki. I will be doing lots of copying and pasting from the book. The temple is attended and maintained by visiting priests and acolytes from Neverwinter and Waterdeep, who usually stay no more than 2 years before returning whence they came. At present, the temple is home to a priest of Torm from Neverwinter named weird name. Well, the first name's weird. Delvin Ludwig, and his faithful friend Sirach of Suzail.
I whisper to Zervan, Zervan, psst, go talk to Sirach. Do it.
Yeah, I'll walk up to him and we were told by the mayor that his name is Sirach, correct?
Yep.
Let's say I'll walk up to him and say, you must be Sirach, leader of this establishment, correct?
You're saying this to Sirach?
Yes.
Sirach goes, "Oh, my apologies. My name is Sirach. I am the friend of His Holiness Delvin Ludwig. He is the priest who is currently residing over this temple."
Wonderful. Is Delvin in?
And he's like, he's like, "Yes. Oh, he is currently preparing for the next, what is it called when people have church?
Sermon?
Yeah, sermon. Thank you." He's like,
In character, he says that.
What is it called when people have church?
In character, he says, yeah, he's doing that church thing soon.
I guess in character, I couldn't remember the name of the guy we were trying to find, that mayor.
Wonderful. Could you take me to him? My compatriots and I, not all of us are here right now. I'm on behalf of them, but we are looking to help you and maybe see if there's anything in town that maybe the townsfolk are talking about that the guards might not know.
Oh, you mean the rumors of the giants north of the town?
Yeah, that. We heard there was frost giants that attacked a town nearby, and I'm sure the watch is busy with that and can't devote the manpower, and we would like to assist in whatever way we can.
And he goes, well, it's still just rumors, but one day, one of the followers of the church came in and claimed that they had seen a giant ice monstrosity walking through the mountains.
Do you know which follower of this? Do you know the name of this follower?
No, as I'm new to this church, I had only seen them once before, and I haven't seen them many times since. I don't believe they're a regular churchgoer.
Would Delvin possibly know?
Possibly. Let me see if he's finished. And he walks off and goes into the back room. It's like, unfortunately, Delvin is busy. If you would like to return, he'll be available tomorrow in the afternoon after the sermon. I apologize for making you have to wait, but he implores that he must actually proceed on taking care of the sermon tomorrow. And then he kind of like leans over to whoever's closest. He kind of whispers, and he's like, "The father isn't very good about managing his time. He kind of procrastinates, and then he rushes to finish it towards the end."
I see, and there's no way he could possibly be available for a small, quick chat today.
He insists no. I don't want him to yell at me some more. He sometimes has a temper.
I was gonna say, could I insight check that?
No, absolutely, go for it. Yep. Even without rolling, no, you see him to be earnest though. Oh yeah. This dude, like, he's just doing his job, and like he's just trying to be the guy's friend, but like you get the feeling that maybe the priest isn't being really super nice to the friend, so the friend's getting kind of tired of dealing with the priest and whatnot.
Could I, with a combination of persuasion and my acolyte background, could I convince this guy to let me talk to the father today?
You can try.
While he's doing that, are there any windows, or how many stories is this?
That's a great question. I would say it's only one floor. He goes,
I want to say, as a member of the cloth myself, I would really appreciate being able to talk to the father today. I could even help him maybe prepare for his sermon tomorrow quicker than he could alone.
he's like, oh, well, you should have mentioned that you were a man of the cloth. Please, come with me. Just wait at the door, and I'll tell him. I'm sure he'll let just you in.
Okay. And yeah, I'll walk up to
Dude, people can wear clothes. People can wear whatever clothes they want and pretend. You proved
That's true.
You were persuasive. Yeah. You proved it to him.
Yeah. I'll walk up to Father Delvin, and I'm gonna say, I don't know if they're called fathers in this universe, but whatever. That's what I'm rolling with because it's the little I know. But I'll say, Father, I heard one of your flock is seen an ice monstrosity. Do you? I would love to help you with this troubling news.
He's like, oh, hello, my child. I see that you are also of the cloth. Yes. I don't recall the name, but I do remember that, he said it was maybe several hours travel by foot to one of the mountains north. He was able to, in a frightened state, run back in only 4 hours or so and he ran into the church, and then after he left that night, I did not see him again.
Quite troubling if he's not a usual member, he must have been spooked quite enough to make this his first stop. That sounds pretty serious.
Well, he described it as seeing hell. How could something so big exist? He said it was walking through the mountains like it had shaped them.
Hopefully it doesn't make its way south, to say the least. That being said, have you heard any other troubling news in town, or anything that's maybe caught your ear?
Other than the normal boring gossip and whatnot, no. Nothing too interesting. Though I don't get many patrons. Despite how well formed the temple is, there's only so many people that still come.
It's unfortunate. Is there anything I could do to maybe help you in your endeavors?
No, this is just a product of peace.
Very true. I hope the peace stays. Well, thank you for your time. We heard tale of the frost giants in town, and that you were one of the people to get the info for, and I'd love to keep your town safe if possible.
Well, I believe that's all the help I could give you for now. But if you need anything, feel free to come by. I'll help whenever I can, especially to another man of the cloth. And while this is happening, what's his name? Sirach. Sirach comes out to the rest of you guys, and he's like, "Are you guys thinking of hunting the giant?"
He's asking if we think about hunting the giant.
Yeah.
Alright.
He's asking, yeah, this to, yeah. Alright, so yeah, Zervan, like, yeah, he leaves and bows, and he goes, "Offer? I don't even know if they exist. I'm not gonna hire you to hunt a giant. Why would I pay you to hunt a fairy tale? We don't even know they're real." That's gotta be an earnest living, but I cannot help you with that.
I was saying maybe if we bring a piece of the giant, will that prove to you that he's real?
Well, prove it or not, but we will not be able to, we will not be able to kill, or we will not be able to pay you for the kill.
Bunch of cheap bastards.
Out of character, we would probably want to, go to the guard or the mayor, not a random guy at church.
Yeah, this is like, yeah, the father's friend.
I just want to mess with them.
Alright, so, do you guys want to do anything else? Yeah, context says everything. That's good. Do you guys want to do it? Do you guys want to do anything else? Dealing with Sirach or the priest?
Not much.
You want to drink?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say after I leave, I'll inform them that all the info I got is that we got a better position and of where it is, and that it's a frost giant. And other than that, I'm that's all I got. I'm good.
Sirach hears Har mention drinking and goes, I recommend Kelvin's Comfort. They serve a number of drinks.
We could head there next and talk to the knight, the sir.
Nice. Well said. Very articulate.
Thank
A number
you.
out of 10.
Alright, and his name is Sir Beric Nyleth. Beric.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Yeah, like Beric Dondarrion from Game of Thrones.
She doesn't watch Game of Thrones.
Oh, you were outside? Well, he mentions still that... Or it was actually already mentioned that you guys can go to Kelvin's Comfort or whatever. Thanks for keeping me honest, Har.
I'll just tell him that, like, in character, like, hey, have you ever read the book called Song of Fire and Ice? You know winter's here. Winter's coming, and if you read the book, you would know why winter is not a good thing to have in your town. Just saying.
And Sirach looks at Zikrin and is like, women in this part usually don't talk like that. You're a rare breed, ma'am.
Tell me.
He's like, the way you talk to her definitely seems that way. It's like, where are you from so I know where not to go? Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. She just kind of scares me. No, nothing's wrong. It's just to talk of flaying and drinking blood. Oh, Moonsea. I've never even heard more than the name. You seem to have grown strong enough despite it being a sewer. Interesting. Maybe it's new information that I need to learn. Maybe another travel was in order. Well, I really must be getting back to my work. If you need anything else, come by whenever you would like. And he kind of like to himself. Your characters wouldn't know this, but he's like, "Man, that chick's paranoid." He's like, "Have a good one." Yeah, you can head over first alone, Har, and then everyone else will head over, knowing that's where you're going. So. So Har, you arrive at Kelvin's Comfort, the most popular tavern in town, owing to its extensive stock of dwarven ales and brandies that kind of seem a little diminished now. The common room is beckoned with dwarven craft of battle hammer make, but most of the liquors are imported from Mirabar, on the other side of the spine of the which is on the other side of the spine of the world. The 110 town specialty of note is a Treasley mead from Goodmead, a neighboring settlement. Caravan masters and guards with plenty of coin often come here, as do visiting dwarves from Kelvin's cairn. And as soon as you enter the bar, the proprietor of the establishment is like a male dwarf. He's standing towards the entrance, and he's like, "Go over there and clean that table. Go do this. Hurry up. We got a customer." And he looks over at you and he goes, Good evening, sir. My name is Ogden Flamebeard."
Hello, sir, Flamebeard. I'm looking for some of this famous fire brandy I've heard so much about. I'll take 2 to start and keep.
"Oh, the fire brandy. Excellent choice. And if you could just follow me this way, would you like a table, or would you like to sit at the bar?"
I'll take a table. I'm sure I'll have people joining me shortly.
Oh,
Also, before they get here, do you happen to know where somewhere in this town where we could secure lodging for the evening? I feel like we're gonna be here for at least a day.
interesting. Yes. We have a number of inns. Let's see. We have the Hooked Knucklehead. It's kind of a cheaper one. It's for traders who just stay overnight or whatnot. Then we have the North Look. That's pretty much where our adventurers go. And then we have the Golden Stag's Rest, which is the oldest, one of the oldest inns in town, but it's it's nice, I guess.
How much is a room for the fancy one?
The North Look or the Golden Stag?
The Golden Stag.
I believe 10 gold a room.
Fantastic. But yeah, like I said, actually go ahead and get me however many people are in this party number of drinks, plus
6.
an extra. Yeah, we'll take 7 fire brandy.
Excellent. I will, and he, like, as he, like, turns around the corner and, before he, like, even walks you to the table, he turns back around and hands you your one of the ones, just so you can try it, since you're by yourself. He's like, here, the first one now, so you don't seem rude in front of your friends when they show up.
You're a gentleman and a scholar. Starts like downing the drink.
He takes the glass back and slides it across the bar. The bartender kind of grabs it and starts cleaning it, and he leads you to the table, and he's like, is there any other information you need to know about the town?
Think that's good for now.
And he's like, okay. And he brings the drinks over, and so there's 6 of them there. And slowly you guys all enter the bar, and you sit down. And you guys can use this time to kind of discuss what you figured out, and where you need to go next and whatnot. Do your drinking. How many drinks does everyone have?
I'm gonna
say, since you haven't had alcohol probably in at least a month, if you have over 3 drinks, I want a Constitution saving throw, and that's completely up to you guys.
Probably 2.
I'll take the full 3.
Okay, so give me a Constitution saving throw. He would probably have small talk with you, Nanto, when you show up. He would do it with everyone and make sure they felt welcome. You guys seem like you guys are one of the only people there right now. Maybe it's a little early.
What?
All right, you drinking? You're fine.
Well, I gotta buy one for Nanto.
You would know that. He would mention that the North Look would only cost 2 gold a night. Hari, you're also drinking and you're fine. We got some seasoned drinking vets. Is anyone else gonna do some drinking with the boys?
You said con save or on our check?
Saving throw. Oh, Har, give me a saving throw.
Oh, that's even better.
Oh, I get
Proficient in
fucked.
Oh shit.
I get fucked.
Nice, you still succeed, Har.
Take one sip and you're out like a light. The firebrand just instantly makes you start vomiting.
Saving throw. Alright, so Zervon, you're the only one who
I've got a funny one for you. For about 4 seconds, I will be talking to nothing on my hand, which then turns into a spider, which then turns into an imp, which then turns back invisible, in about 5 seconds.
Alright, and for 1 hour, roll a d3, so a d6 divided by 2. You're also going to get liquid courage. 1, you have 5 temporary hit points for 1 hour.
Yeah, I definitely reveal that to everyone around me for about 4 seconds. I don't know who's paying attention, but they definitely see that.
I noticed it, but I want to try to do that thing I said.
Alright, sorry, let me go back and read. So you're gonna drink, like, you're gonna drink his other 2 after he fails drinking one of them?
Yeah, no point in wasting alcohol.
Give me another con saving throw, because you're drinking even more. You drunk bastard. Yes! Give me a d6 throw. And divide by 2. Because you got some liquid. You got some liquid courage. Alright. So I guess that would still be 1. So that's also 5 temporary hit points. The other one is advantage on strength ability checks, and the other one is advantage on saving throws made against fear. Because you guys have liquid courage.
Nice. So these last for an hour.
Yeah.
Definitely
But,
not going to matter.
but you guys are also drunk, so you guys have to be drunk. So if your character were
That's
to
true.
be Alright, so you guys did talking, and the sober ones are gonna probably try to figure out where to go next. Where would you like to go? You guys want to go to the inn and rest for the night?
Is
Or
the
do you wanna-
Emporium still open?
Um, Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's still open.
While everybody else is drinking, could I go to the Emporium real quick and just grab the potion stuff I need?
Yeah, so you you head over there. It's back over in the market area. Like, oh, good. Well, I guess it's like right before day and evening, huh?
I'm sorry, I was not paying attention. Say that again. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So you gave the. So you only got. All right. So you only drank 1 glass, Nanto.
I only had 2 sips of it before not having the rest of it.
Okay. Nice. Give me a D6 roll, Zugwin. Nice. And that means you have advantage on strength saving throws. Or strength, I'm sorry, strength ability check. Strength ability check? Oh, I'm pulling it up. Thought I remembered it. Advantage on a strength ability check, yeah, that's right. For 1 hour. Alright. So you head, so Nanto, you head over to the shop and you go into it, and he's like, oh, you're, he's like, good evening? Wait, well, it's kind of like between the day and between the evening. I'm not really sure, so good, late afternoon to you.
Why, thank you, sir. Good afternoon, or late afternoon to you as well, I say as I curtsy kind.
And it's like, oh, you're full of spirit. What can I do for you? Are you here on business?
I'm actually looking for some stuff for a couple of potions, if I could.
Sure. What are you looking for?
The ingredients for 3 healing potions, if I could.
And he's like, alright, let me just get the book out. Let's see. How much that would cost?
75.
Okay, yeah. He's like, it costs this much. And you're like, oh, I have this much.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I tip him also
Oh, okay.
2 extra gold.
And he's like, hmm. 1 second. Roll a D100, Willow.
Okay, 1 minute, please.
Okay.
Did I do it?
Oh, yes, you did. He gives you this potion. He's like, I'm not sure what it does. But if you spend like an hour, like focusing your like will and key, yeah, focusing your key on it, you will discover that it says the drinker becomes extremely physically attractive for 1d4 hours.
For 1d4 hours?
Yeah.
As in, you roll a d4 and it's however you get on the dice.
So I can be pretty for a little while?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Sweet. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
He's like, thank you
Wait,
for the tip.
hey, I'm not pretty.
He doesn't know what it is. You're the one who figures out after an hour of studying it.
That's okay. I was just kidding anyway.
Alright, I saved that because I like that D100, or there's 100 different random, like, stupid potions.
Okay. And before I go, I'm gonna ask him if he knows where Duvessa Shane is.
Oh. He goes, Ah, yes, I do know where Defessa is, actually. She is located in the Speaker's Palace.
Could you point me in that direction, or do you think it's too late for me to head there?
No, it shouldn't be too late. And Defessa is she's an honorable woman. She won't be cruel to you, even if it was too late.
Okay, cool. And I'll go whichever way he points me and find my way to her real quick while everybody else is drinking.
Alright, so you you go over to here and you realize that it's at B5, and then you head back to where everyone's drinking. And to the guys who to those of you who failed your Constitution saving throw, give me one more to see if you're still super drunk.
Well, before that happens, Zig and I are going to have an arm wrestling match.
Oh, that needs to happen right now. Sorry, that needs to be the focus. Alright, so contesting strength checks?
Saves or just...
Both of you doing strength ability checks. Just untrained skill ability checks, but
Yeah, she does.
why do you get advantage?
I thought you said.
Oh,
Because
because
of
you're
her
drunk.
liquid courage.
Oh my god, you do get advantage. Yes. Yep. Yep. All right. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh,
19.
damn.
Oh.
Horrible.
Hard. Do you have inspiration, buddy?
I don't.
Now you
But
do.
usually with arm wrestling matches, at least what I've seen, they're usually a series of ability checks. It's not just like a one
Okay,
thing
you guys
beats
want
it.
to do
It's like
best out of 3?
yeah, it's like you're gradually like fighting each other.
All right, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, best out of 3. Winner will get inspiration.
And she gets advantage on all of these.
Yep. All right. Okay, so we're 1-1 right now. The next
Now
one wins
I'm up
it.
to 13. She rolled another 13.
I know. All the 13s. Oh no. Uh-oh, that was a low. Oh wait, you didn't do it advantage.
Oh my gosh, it was about to say
Wow.
20.
Alright, so Har won it. Describe your victory, Har. Har's kind of a badass. With
I'm just
advantage.
watching all this from like afar.
It was crazy because it was neck and neck there.
I'm just like thinking, damn, these guys can.
Can you pass me the Cheetos? What's up, Bean? Oh man, and he's even a good sport about it. Complimenting the loser. Alright, now let me get those Constitution saving throws to see how drunk you are. Okay, before they check, Haru's gonna challenge anyone. Oh, nice. Okay. So he blessed himself. And he's gonna try to arm wrestle Har.
Alright, I'm down. Let's do this.
What a cheater.
He's is that acceptable?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, what a cheater.
There should be a way for me to use my superiority dice for this.
Nailing it.
Alright. So you got a 10.
I am weak, man. That's what I wanted to happen.
Jesus. Alright. That's one for him. Alright, 1 and 1. Oh no! Wow! The low roller.
With the bless, if he didn't roll a 4, it would have been a 10.
And like, there's like a slight chuckle from the distance, and a man who, let's see if I can find a picture. Can I?
I think I'm the only one sober in the tavern. Well, Nanto left, but I'm still sober. My face is always red.
Did you guys get a pop-up?
Yes.
I did, and it freaked me
I
out.
did.
Alright, so this is, I don't know what all it says, so just look at the picture and then X out of it. I don't know what you can and can't see. I guess you can see down to his flaw or something, probably. I want to turn that off now.
He keeps coming back.
If you X out of him now, he probably won't. I accidentally hit the button again. Oh, there we go. Now you should not see him. But yeah, he laughs and he's like, "Oh, I want next." And he's like, my name is Sir Beric Nyleth, and I love a challenge."
Well, should I roll an insight check?
I'm gonna
No.
make this interesting depending on my constitution save, if that's okay with you.
That's fine. Oh no, what have I done?
Alright, John. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take another drink and sit down at the table, and right beforehand, I'm going to pop out the celestial wings I have and exclaim, "How can you beat a god?"
Well, what do the celestial wings do again?
Nothing for this, but you know, drunk.
What do they do though? Like, I don't remember what it does. Do I?
One moment.
Is it something you can click, or do I have to go read it?
Also, the first time anyone in our group has seen this. Probably quite surprising.
Oh Jesus, that's funny.
Yeah?
I'll laugh. 'Cause
All right.
Being real extra because of that one constitution roll. I imagine I'm quite hammered. Not something I would do in rational mind.
12 actually succeeds. So you're like, you're definitely drunk, but you're like, you know what you're doing. And here, let me get his token to pop up. And he's very entertained by your wings and everything. He's definitely not like, he's not intimidated at all or anything. Unless you're trying to intimidate him, and then you can roll an intimidation check as well. You can roll it with advantage, I guess, since you're Radiant Souling.
actually, I'm gonna take another drink as this is happening. Probably roll a con save after.
Yep. For each drink after 3 drinks. Oh yeah, you're fine.
What? Why am I so?
All right, yeah. So he's like.
That was insight, not my bad. That was the wrong one.
Like I'm just like casually drinking as this is happening. Just watching Celestial Wings. Like, yep. This guy's trying to beat up.
So technically, the intimidation is terrible, but I don't know if you want to just use the dice I used for insight or what.
I mean, I'm just gonna say he's not intimidated.
That's fair.
Yeah. And he's gonna be like, I'm still going to arm wrestle you. Alright. So he sits down and let me pull up his character sheet and see if he has any strength bonus. So his strength is 18. Nice. Alright, so he's won once. Oh, actually, what's his name again? Sir...
Barrick Nyla.
Yep. Alright, you guys are 1-1. Uh-oh. Oh, he won. And he, like, takes your arm and puts it down against the table, and he's like, oh, good sport, my man. Good sport. You had me on the ropes. He's like, once again, my name is Barrick. And he looks over at Hard, and he's like, oh, I see you're a military man. I, too, am ex-military. I'm a Knight of Tyre and a member of the Order of the Gauntlet.
He's a Knight of Tyre.
I know.
I come from the Order of Michelin.
Tyre sounds better than Tyr.
I'll chuckle and say, "Yeah, I'm from out of town. I used to serve at Baldur's."
It's like, oh, that sounds less. That doesn't sound very pleasant.
It's the job, you know how it goes. But ever since the war ended, things got boring, so I've taken a leave for some bounty work.
I'm doing the same, actually. I'm looking for a dwarf named Warble the Weevil Forkbeard.
That's quite a name. Let's get a couple drinks in you and see how well you can say.
Yeah, drinking is not my favorite pastime. I prefer just a nice stroll, smoking from my pipe.
Well, seeing as how I'll be your next opponent, won't you at least give me the honor of having a customary drink?
Oh, I will absolutely do it, but only as long as it's the fire brandy.
That's all we've been drinking. And I'll actually get another one for Zigwin, myself, and what's his name?
And then he's like, cheers, and throws back his drink, and
Oh wait, that was strength.
yeah.
Oh, that was
Oh my
almost
god,
two. I was
that
so
was
confused.
that was so close to 2.
But yeah, then I'll sit down across from him and get ready to arm wrestle.
Who else did you give drinks to?
I gave one to Sir What's His Name, and I gave another one to.
Oh, Zigwin, do you drink the other drink? Is that
Oh,
is that what
shit.
that 9 up there was from?
Also, I realized I did roll a saving throw, but I still rolled an 18, so I don't think it matters.
Yeah, you rolled 19. You're good.
Yeah, that's the same one as being.
Yeah, that'll count. All right. So how many have you failed?
I've only failed one.
I
No,
never
Zigwin.
I think
That's your second one you
the first
failed?
one was a 16, so I think I failed 2.
You failed that one.
Yeah.
So give me another d6 roll, and after this one you pass out, and then your next failure. Alright, you get 5 more temporary hit points, because it's still been within the same hour. You guys are really drinking.
Yeah, we are. And then I want to sit down across from Sir What's His Name and get ready to arm.
Alright, he's ready. He's like, alright, may the best man win.
Oh, don't worry. I will.
He's like, boy, you're drunk. Shit.
Drunk and winning.
Nice. Yeah, actually, Zervan, you go over to the north look, and you get a room, and you stay there. And do you let someone know to meet up in the morning or something before taking off?
Yeah, I tell Zig.
Okay. So
Zig isn't gonna remember.
you tell one drunk person?
Oh, I know. Yeah.
I'm the only one that didn't fail us drinking.
I
streak.
probably also. I probably said it only to Zig, but louder than I should have, so Jeddah may have overheard.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So
So
Jeddah,
I know where.
Jeddah also knows that she went to the north look, or he went to the north look. All right. And we're 1-1, right?
Yeah, we are.
All right. Let's do this last one. Whoa. That's a high roll. Oh! And you pin his hand against the table, and he's, oh, good sport, nice. And he goes, well, I must call it a night, but if you find yourself thirsty, come on back here, and maybe we could try this again. I'm sure I'll want a rematch.
Oh, don't worry. I'm always accepting challengers.
Cuckoo, cuckoo, talk about the rocks. Cuckoo, cuckoo.
Oh, that being said, I believe it is customary that the loser buys the winner.
He's like, alright. And he like picks his hand up
And
and like spins it in a circle in the air and gets a drink delivered to the table. And there's two of them actually.
Well, while we're waiting for the drinks, I was actually going to ask him about anything that he might have heard of about up north, where we keep hearing rumors about these fire giants or frost giants.
Yes. Oh. No, I don't know too much about them other than that someone who came through here said that he had to get out of town because he saw a giant. I don't
Do you
know.
have any?
I don't remember who he was. He was pretty new to the town. He was like, I just went to the priest and he didn't believe me. Ordered a bunch of drinks and then left town.
Do you happen to know which way he went?
He went out of the southwest gate.
Any direction in particular, or just out that gate?
I have to assume he went out that gate because that was the direction he left my building. Or left the building.
Okay. Then I'll ask him if he's ever actually seen a giant before.
No. I've definitely never seen a giant before.
All right, and then I'm going to proceed to say incredibly drunkenly while slurring words that we actually were brought here by a giant on his giant floating castle in the clouds.
And he almost falls out of his chair from laughing at you. He's like, oh, you tell great stories, giants and clouds.
I promise you, this be no story.
He's like, you're drunker than you think, friend.
It's the ordning. The giants, they're erupting into civil war, and they're going to come for all of us.
And
You
like
need to rally your men.
you're increasingly sounding like a drunkard, like a crazy drunk person.
Good, and I'm going to proceed to down that drink.
And then you drink your drink. And you guys all kind of head over to the inn.
I'm still at Duvessa Shane's house. I'm gonna actually talk to her tonight.
Yeah, I know you are. I'm just handling this tavern stuff.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yep.
Damn it.
Yeah, so, Jetta and the slightly less drunk Zigwin carry Har over to the Northlook, and they all get a room.
No, I want to go to the Golden Stag by myself.
You're too drunk to do anything.
Fine.
I mean, I guess you could try to break out of their grapple.
Don't you roll something?
Absolutely will.
Okay. So, you get to do a dexterity, slash, what is it, acrobatics or athletics versus their strength?
Strength versus either my athletics or acrobatics.
My
Okay.
strength is 10.
Yeah, so you'll make a strength roll, and so will Zigwin, and he has to beat both of you to get out of it, because you're both holding him. Oh my! I forgot you have advantage. So he kind of like breaks out of Jetta's grasp for a second, and Zigwood kind of like starts to almost lift him up, and she like just shakes her head, and she's like, "Bed," and you successfully drag Har off to bed for the night. Meanwhile, while all of this is happening, Nanto has headed over to the Speaker's Palace. The Speaker's Palace is let's move this over here. Down there. That's funny. Alright, so, the palace part of this name is definitely an overstatement compared to such buildings elsewhere in the world, yet fashioned by dwarves out of cut stone with a pitched slate roof and colonnade in front. The palace is so out of place among the rough wood dwellings in Bryn Shander that it looks as though it had been magically transported there from another region of Faerun. You knock on the door, and a man lets you inside. And he's like, "Good evening, ma'am. How may I help you?"
Hi, yes, I'm here to speak with Miss Shane.
Ah, yes. Is this under what regards may I inform her?
Of course. The mayor actually said that she might have some information for me in regards to some conflicts up north.
Absolutely. Just one moment, and I will let her know. And he
Thank you.
disappears. And he proceeds to disappear into one of the doors, and slight moments go by, and he comes out and he's like, "Ma'am, if you could please come with me, she's available to see you now."
Okay, thank you. And I'll like follow him into wherever Duvessa is.
Okay. And he shuts the door behind you guys as he walks out of the room so that you guys are alone. And she stands up and reaches to shake your hand. She goes, "I'm Duvessa Shane. May I have your name, please?"
Of course. My name is Nanto Suelta, and I'll bow to her. And I'll say, I have been sent, given word from the mayor to ask about any information you might have on the conflicts up north.
She goes, "These rumors are getting out of hand. I promise that this area, Bryn Shander, is perfectly safe."
Well, it's not necessarily that I'm wondering if Bryn Shander is safe. I'm wondering if you know anything about the frost giants up north that have attacked previously, or even if you know any of the rumors that have been spread.
I indeed have heard the rumors of a giant walking amongst the mountains, but I have never seen anything myself.
Do you know anybody who has?
She goes, "No, I don't believe anyone has actually ever seen one."
Well, on our way here, actually, we came from Nightstone, and we actually traveled upon a floating castle in the sky, which held a cloud giant.
A cloud giant? Fascinating. I have heard stories, but I had never actually heard of someone actually encountering them.
Oh,
Do you...
yes, he was very sweet.
Sweet. Did is there anything I can do to prepare the area for these giants?
Oh, no, not to the extent of my knowledge. I would be prepared with regards to any of the rock throwing type of giants. There was in Nightstone a little altercation where they wanted another stone, so they threw down a whole bunch of stones. So, seemed counterproductive to me, but I mean, hey. But many people did die in that altercation, so I definitely think you should not necessarily raise any alarms. However, I think you should be prepared in case of an emergency.
Well, I'll make sure to contact the appropriate facilities about being prepared for this. Thank you very much. And if you need me for anything, please do not hesitate to come and talk to me. I will make sure that you are always welcome. Are you traveling by yourself or with a group?
I am actually traveling with a group of 5 others. We're actually supposed to be staying somewhere in town, but I don't think they actually told me where.
Well, the most affordable and accommodating location is most likely the Northlook.
Oh, okay, perfect. I suppose I should make my way there.
I'm sure if you gave a brief description, the innkeeper will let you know if they had come through.
Of course. Well, thank you once again, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your late afternoon evening, as a shopkeeper said to me earlier. And then I'll back out of the room and walk over to the Northlook and all.
Alright, and which one is Northlook? 13. Okay, so you guys all go up here to the Northlook. Oops, that's B5 that I just moved.
The keep just lifted up and moved over to the part of the town.
Alright, so yeah, you guys are over here inside of that. So for most of you, would you stay up and maybe try to wait up and see if Nanto showed up?
I think I felt a little suspicious seeing Barrick there talk. He's trying to find something, so I'd probably stay up.
Well, Barrick's back at the other place. You guys are for the inn by yourselves now. There's no one there. Well, there's people there, but
Yeah, I'd probably wait out.
yeah. So Zervan, you're asleep. So maybe what would you be doing while waiting? Would you be at the fire or drinking something not alcoholic, but hot cocoa or coffee or something? It wouldn't be too long.
Yeah, I was probably chilling, probably drinking tea.
Give me a perception check, Zigwin, since you're trying, or maybe let me see what stats you guys have. Guess just give me another Constitution. Make sure you didn't fall asleep. Or I can't think of another one. That's hold on. Yeah, unless you can think of a better one, just do a Constitution. Nice. Yeah, you totally stay up in time for Nanto to arrive. Kenzer's you guys are kind of sitting at the table, maybe snacking on some bread or drinking some water or something.
Trying to soak up that alcohol.
Yeah, and Nanto, you arrive and you get a room and you meet up with the group, except for Har, give me a disadvantage. Give me a Constitution at disadvantage to see if you're still awake. Cause you got real
Saving
drunk.
throw?
Yeah, Constitution saving throw at disadvantage. Cause you got real drunk. Yeah, you're asleep. So you went up to a room and you're asleep. You and Zervan are asleep.
Are there 2 beds in these rooms, or are they one
Um,
singular bed?
You guys actually have a nice big room that's got 6 beds in it, Final Fantasy style.
Oh, so all of us can fit in one room. Okay,
Yeah,
so
you
we
guys will be in
only had to pay for one.
Yep, and it was actually a deluxe room, so it costs 6 gold, so 1 gold apiece.
Wow, that was convenient.
But we're gonna actually end the session here. It's a good point. Everyone will do their conversing and chit-chatting and go to bed and take a nice long rest, wake up sober, ready to find the rest of the people that they need to talk to and whatnot, and try to
That's
figure
actually all of the ones that we were told by the mayor.
Oh, interesting. That's all the people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. There's 6 of them. That's
All
all.
NPCs, we exhausted their dialogue.
Yep, so there's a few other places you guys can go to that don't have NPCs. I will list them for you so that you will know what you can choose from to go to and whatnot. And we'll proceed forward next week. You're gonna notice that things are gonna kind of like on an entire global scale kind of slow down. Yeah, we might not have had any battles or anything this week, but we covered a lot of like role playing, and we're going through all of Bryn Shander and whatnot. It's more about we're gonna get to the story, but let's develop it as much as possible, and let's make it like a nice rich story. But had fun doing your guys' arm wrestling and stuff.
Okay.
But I think that's it. Just cold days in Bryn Shander. Alright, well, I'm gonna get off of here. Everyone have a wonderful night. It was excellent. We will see what these developments are on the ice giants. Yes, exactly.
Have a good night.
You too.
Have a
All right.
lovely evening, everybody.
Thanks.
Sounds good, guys.
Yes.
Okay, see you next.